Hey everyone, welcome to Comic Essay. My name is Sean, and today we're going to be looking at the Watchmen Doomsday Clock, issue number 2. Um, so let's just pick it up. So we're looking at I guess a flashback between Erica and the mime, whose name I will remember very shortly. I think it was Marcus. Yes, they were robbing a bank once upon a time, and what happened was that while they were robbing the bank, in my head, these two, they're very psychotic. It's sort of in my head, I feel like they're almost like a Joker and Harley Quinn situation. But the joke is crazy. Well, this mime guy is also very crazy. Anyway, so they're busy robbing a bank. And what happens in this bank robbery is that Dr. Manhattan basically appears to stop them from robbing the bank. But what happens is he's about to kill Mime and he's about to kill Erica. The only thing is that he sees into Erica's future and he sees that she's pregnant. She sees that this woman, she's about to have a baby. And I think because of this, he is hesitant to actually kill her. Which is not something that, can I tell you, it's something that I think, like, with Dr. Manhattan, we know through the Watchmen comics as well as the movie that he had lost a lot of, he's lost perception and he's lost, a relationship with his human side, but it's very rare to see certain instances like this. And I think, well, and I'm not sure how this is going to roll in, but I'm very sure there's a theme to this as well coming in. But when we look at Rorschach and Ozymandias, what they're doing is they're taking Night Owl's ship. I think it was called Archimedes. They're retrofitting it in order to go into a different universe, a different dimension. So what happens is that Ozymandias has the theory that the reason why Dr. Manhattan always glowed blue was because he was losing electrons, and basically these electrons left a trail and he's able to follow that trail. So he does follow that trail. And then when they land in Gotham City. Now, this is a very different time, if I can say that, in Gotham City and maybe even the world. So what's happening now is that LexCorp is actually trying to buy Bruce Wayne's company, Bruce Wayne's company, basically, Wayne Enterprises, and there's a side bit to this as well, is that Lucius Fox and Bruce Wayne are having a conversation saying, like, this can't happen, otherwise everyone's gonna know about the Batman side projects that Wayne Corp has been funding, in other words. And not only that, the world doesn't like superheroes here. Now, this brings me to another point and premise of my previous theory. So my previous theory was that the DC universe that we're looking at is not Prime Earth. This is not where we're currently reading the main continuity of DC. And because of this, secondly, if my first theory is wrong, we're looking at a time like after Dark Knight's Metal, after all this crap that's happened to the DC universe, and basically humanity has had enough. All right, they've had enough of metahumans, they've had enough of superheroes and so on. And I think that in this issue at the end, we're also looking at different articles where LexCorp and Bruce Wayne's company are looking into getting rid of the whole meta gene that gets activated in some human beings, I think like 12% of the world and so on. So what's happening here is that by law, Bruce Wayne, after he first took office at the Wayne company, he had to take a psychological evaluation test where and he has to pass it after he failed the first one. Obviously, the first one he told the truth. Everyone after that, he's been lying. So you can see how dire the situation is right now for Bruce Wayne. Now, when Ozymandias and Rorschach basically get to this world, he sees certain similarities. Like some of the, as he's doing research, he sees that, yes, there are a whole lot more superheroes here. Like it's almost a common thing. Not only that, some of these superheroes are fictional in our world. And like I'm sure they're reading about them in comic books or their movies and so on, but they don't actually exist. And I think what Ozymandias also deduces is that he's able to do some research and find two of the smartest men in the DC universe, being Bruce Wayne and Lex Luthor. So Ozymandias goes to meet Lex Luthor, and Rorschach in turn also goes to see Bruce Wayne. He goes to Wayne Manor basically, and he sees food, pancakes and breakfast there for Bruce Wayne, and he eats it. Which one does? Rorschach. Yeah, that's what Rorschach would do. Anyway, he does a bit more investigating, and he finds the clock that leads to the Batcave. He ends up walking out, and he sets off a trap to alert Batman that he's actually that there's an intruder in the Batcave. And then we jump off to Ozymandias when he meets with Lex Luthor, which is very funny because the conversation is crazy cool. One, Lex Luthor is busy. Ozymandias is explaining to Lex Luthor about, I need your help. This is what I tried to do on my world to unify the whole country and so on. And Lex Luthor, if this is the Lex Luthor from Prime Earth, all right, this is a guy who has donned the Superman outfit and is a hero, but his mind has never changed. In my head, he's always bad. And here he is. He even insults Ozymandias. And I'm like, so you think your plan to bring an alien invader and kill 3 million people would unite the world? Well, if you're the smartest guy on the earth, I would really hate to meet the dumbest. I think also Lex Luthor, if he had to do it, he wouldn't do it this way. And what happens is that as they're having this conversation and Ozymandias is asking for his help, guys, okay, in like real quick, in like 30 seconds, I'm going to try to reveal this. We see like a gunshot comes, hits Lex Luthor in the side, Ozymandias dodges it, and we see the comedian. The comedian is back. I don't know how, we're going to find out how. And then not only that, then we see this really cool interaction of Batman and Rorschach meeting in the Batcave, and Batman's like, you ate my breakfast. Rorschach's like, yeah, I did. But yeah, oh wow, guys, this is getting very interesting. I still want to know what's going on because the DC universe that we're looking at is very messed up. I think, sorry, I'm just going to go off on a rant already. But in my previous video, I did say that I don't think the Superman that we were looking at is the Superman from Prime Earth. And also, if it is Prime Earth, like there are a few discrepancies I'm not even entirely sure of as well. So, and also here, now that we're looking at a world where that doesn't like superheroes, it's probably after the aftermath of everything that's happened. I mean, because in Dark Knight's Metal, Gotham City was converted into basically a playground for all the villains. But if that's the case, then I can understand why people don't like them. But also, like, there's certain things that I'm not understanding here, and I'm not getting about why the DC universe is like this. So, yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And yeah, check for playlists down below if you want to see previous videos or upcoming videos on this comic. Cheers.